Acharya Vagbhat, son of Simhagupta, named after his grandfather, belonged to the region of River Sindh. His father and grandfather were great Ayurvedic scholars, wrote two famous treatises, Ashtanga Sangraha and Ashtanga Hridaya. His famous saying, 85% of diseases can be cured without a doctor. Only 15% of diseases require a doctor. Both of his books were originally written in Sanskrit with 7,000 sutras. Sushruta, father of surgery and father of plastic surgery, Charaka, a medical genius, and Vagbhat are considered the trinity of Ayurvedic knowledge. He was taught Ayurvedic medicine by his father and a Veda monk named Avalokita. Why is he famous? He is famous for having presented Ayurveda and its essence in an easy, understandable, and simple way. His famous treatises are also the reason behind his fame. Ashtanga Hridaya. The Ashtanga Hridaya translates to the essence of 8 sections that Ayurveda is divided into, and is considered one of the finest texts on the subject. It has 7120 verses written in a poetic style for an easy recital. This book, written in the second half of the 7th century AD, is considered the heart, Hridaya of the 8 branches, Ashtanga, of Ayurveda, and presents a comprehensible account of Ayurvedic knowledge simply and understandably. Comprised of 120 chapters and divided into 6 asthana. 1. Sutra Asthana. 2. Sharira Asthana. 3. Nidana Asthana. 4. Chikitsa Asthana. 5. Kalpa Asthana. 6. Vitara Asthana. His work shares more similarities in approach with Charaka than Sushruta. He made direct modifications to the previously accepted approach to surgery. This serves as a root source for Ayurvedic philosophy and protocol, providing clear guidelines in all aspects of health. Ashtanga Sangraha. It was not self-authentic work as it was written by quoting references from other texts. Therefore, it is called Prakarna Grantha. It is composed of 3 terms. Ashta means 8, Anga means branches, and Sangraha means compilation or collection. Thus, Ashtanga Sangraha means compilation of 8 branches of Ayurveda. Acharya Vagbhat has given importance to all 8 branches of Ayurveda and has explained them all sweetly and understandably, thus making Ayurveda learning an easy process. Divisions and specialties of Ashtanga Sangraha. It comprises 7 divisions and 150 chapters. They are enlisted as Sutra Asthana. In this section, the basic principles of Ayurveda, preventive measures, dietetics, classification of diseases and methods of treatments, etc. are detailed. It comprises 40 chapters. Sharira Asthana. In this section, concepts and details of Ayurvedic embryology, anatomy, physiology, etc. are discussed. This section comprises 12 chapters. Nidana Asthana. In this section, discussion of the etiology, pathology, signs and symptoms, prognosis of diseases, etc. are dealt with. These topics are dealt with in 16 chapters. Chikitsa Asthana. In this section, the line of treatment of many diseases, medicines and diet for healing of those diseases, patient care, etc. are dealt with in detail. Chikitsa Asthana has 24 chapters dealing with these topics. Kalpa Asthana. In this section, formulation and methods of elimination therapies, principles of pharmacy, weights, measures, etc. are dealt with. It comprises 8 chapters. Vitara Asthana. This is the last section, which deals with many chapters dedicated to the discussion of the other 7 branches. It comprises 50 chapters and is dedicated to 7 branches of Ayurveda. The subject matter presented in the text by Vagbhat is devoid of irrelevant, elaborate, objectionable statements and repetitions. Vagbhat, based on the Triskandha Viz, has composed Ashtanga Sangraha, Hedu Skandha, causative factors, Linga Skandha, signs and symptoms, Aushadha Skandha, therapeutics. Importance of Vagbhat. Vagbhat shines as a bright luminary in the firmament of Ayurveda of the 7th century AD. Descendant of a family of reputed physicians, he strived hard to preserve and propagate the knowledge of medicine. but for his Herculean work of collecting the essence of the knowledge of all the 8 branches of Ayurveda from a large number of ancient texts and preparing comprehensive books. We would have lost much of the knowledge of many branches. Thus, a great compiler, the first one known so far, he set the trend for preparing such books, and many later authors followed him. He was an embodiment of the medical knowledge of ancient India, standing at the threshold of medieval India and passing on the ancient knowledge to the future generation. Vagbhat is rightly counted as one of the Brahmatraye, the great trilogy of Ayurveda.